happening, world? B Marsh Boxing. I'm back again, once again with another boxing video. This is a post-fight review. Featherweight title on the line. Ray Vargas fighting Nick Ball. Nick Ball out of Liverpool, UK. Now, this was a fight where Ray Vargas, I believe his last fight, if I'm not mistaken, was the fight he went up in weight. Don't quote me, but I believe that's the last time I seen him, when he went up in weight to challenge O'Shaquie Foster for the vacant WBC strap, and he took his first loss ever in his career at a weight class that he's never fought at, and that's not his real weight class. He went to challenge himself, and guess what? He moved back down to his original weight class where he was a WBC title holder at featherweight, 126 pounds. So here he is fighting Nick Ball. Nick Ball's coming off an impressive win over former WBO super bantamweight champion, Isaac Dogboe. All right, and the man Nick Ball handled his business. Two short guys, and he handled his business versus Dogboe. Ray Vargas, the much taller guy here versus the man Nick Ball, used his jab. You know, he's keeping the guy at a distance where Ray Vargas is throwing long range punches. But sooner than later, I'd say probably after the first 4 rounds, Nick Ball started to close the distance. You know what I mean? He started to close the distance and applied crazy pressure on the man Ray Vargas. You know what I mean? Was forcing the man Ray Vargas to fight going backwards. But Ray Vargas tried to hold his own in there, but he started getting clipped. You know what I mean? Started getting hit with shots that he didn't see. You know what I'm saying? And in particular, was it round 7? I believe it was round 7 or 8. He gets dropped. He gets dropped with an overhand right, you know what I mean, that he did not see coming. And even in round 11, the man Ray Vargas got dropped by the man Nick Ball. And actually in the second half of the fight, it was clearly Nick Ball who controlled the ring generalship. He dictated the pace of the fight, you know what I mean? He didn't allow the man Ray Vargas, all right? He ain't allow Ray Vargas to fight from a comfortable range, fighting from the outside using his jab and trying to keep him, basically on the outside. Nah, the man Nick Ball, man, he closed the distance very well. Started throwing hellacious punches, and especially the overhand rights, you know what I mean? And the man Ray Vargas has a bad habit of pulling out with his neck up, chin all up in the sky. And that's how he was getting clipped, you know what I mean? Every knockdown that happened was more times him, no, but in round 11, that knockdown, if I'm not mistaken, the one in round 11, Nick Ball was pushing the man to the ground. And, as he was kind of off balance, Ray Vargas, the man Nick Ball clipped him. Was it with a right hand or was it a left hook? I believe a left hook. They put him on the canvas. Now that one I wouldn't have counted as a knockdown, to be honest, because obviously the man was getting shoved down, shoved to the ground, and while his balance and momentum is being pulled down by gravity, obviously the man Nick Ball clipped him with a little short left hook, and he goes down. I don't really consider that a knockdown, but I gotta go with it because the referee counted it as a knockdown. So overall in this fight, I had this fight 6 rounds apiece. I gave Ray Vargas 6 rounds and I gave Nick Ball 6 rounds. But the difference is, just like um, the difference is the knockdowns. 2 10 8 rounds for Nick Ball. So I had this fight 114 to 112 in favor of Nick Ball. I thought Nick Ball should have won this fight. The judges called this fight a split decision draw. Split decision draw, you know what I mean? One judge had it a draw, I believe 114 114. One judge had it for Ray Vargas, or I'm sorry, Nick Ball, I believe 114 113. And the other judge had a ridiculous wide ass score for the man Ray Vargas, basically saying Ray Vargas won 8 rounds out of 12, which that's clearly not the case. Nobody in this fight won 8 rounds, you know what I mean? It was a good fight overall. Nick Ball, I think, should be a world champion as of right now as I do this video. Hey, but what could we do, man? You know what I'm saying? All the man Ray Nick Ball, hopefully he can pressure the man Ray Vargas to give him a rematch. You know what I mean? You know, Ray Vargas, like I said, he's only lost one fight in over 40 fights, and that's at a weight class that he wasn't accustomed to. He went up in weight to challenge himself and try to be great. He fell short. He came back down in weight, and it's obvious, man. This guy Nick Ball, man, was giving him that work. We shall see if Nick Ball gets a rematch. B Marsh Boxing. Who we got in the chat? JB's in the chat. He says Lil Man won that fight. Two knockdowns should have sealed the deal. I agree with you 100%. Nick Ball won that fight, man. And I like Ray Vargas. I've been watching him for years. You know, he's a guy who's trained under. Although he's who's his trainer? Nacho Beristain, one of the last few world champions that Nacho Beristain has. But he ain't win this fight tonight. All right, D Marsh Boxley, your thoughts and comments. Please, for the love of God, just hit the thumbs up when y'all come into this chat. When you come in, wipe your feet. When you come in the room, pay some homage and hit the thumbs up. B Marsh Boxing, I'm gone.